Oh, good. I'm glad she's gone.
Yeah, me too. Look at her. She could have gotten bigger than that. Bigger than a tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
But so we have the good news and the bad news. The bad news is almost 2 weeks before she passed, or around. But the good thing is, there's some predators that can hold off the baby spiders.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually eat spiders for lunch and dinner.
Oh.
So that's great.
Yeah.
So no more spiders. Hey guys, it's Josh here, and I just wanted to tell you what I was talking about. So I was talking about this guy who had a spider called Lady Deathstrike, and she had about 600 babies in a 1,000-gallon tank. Vivarium with creatures, lifestyle, plants, water fish, land animals, predators, food sources, and all of that. But the good news about it is Lady Deathstrike, the biggest spider in this little tank, is dead. But the bad news is the 600 babies are still roaming around and they're getting a lot bigger. So yeah, pray for him because he might have 600 spiders crawling around his house tonight. I hope that's not the case. Okay, bye. Love you.
Hey, so as you can tell, you guys, I am just putting all of my seasonings into one bowl, and then I'm going to mix it around, stir it around so all the seasonings can be combined into one. And then I am going to rub it over my turkey legs. So I will have all of the seasonings that I put on the turkey legs. I'll have it listed below. You can use whatever quantity, the amount of seasoning that you want. If you don't want a lot of salt, of course, use less. But I think all of these seasonings combined together make for a very interesting tasting turkey. I really don't feel like everything has to taste the same all the time. I mean, I like to switch it up. Like, why do we have to? I'm on my soapbox now. Why do we have to eat things that taste the exact same? So I just rubbed olive oil, or I'm rubbing olive oil all over the turkey legs because it helps the seasoning to stick better, and it provides some extra fat and moisture to the pot. Okay, this is a roasting pan. So I'm rubbing it real good all over. And then I'm going to add my seasoning. And I'm going to add my seasoning on both sides. Make sure you rub it real good. You want to get all that seasoning up underneath the skin, in the bone. You want to get that seasoning all down up in the meat so it could be real good. Now I just chopped up one onion because I want to add it to the roasting pan. I like the way onion flavors the sauce that's going to be created, or the self-made gravy that's going to be created. So onion just adds a little extra flavor to that, or a lot of extra flavor. Next, you want to go in and add about 2 cups of water. I'm just adding a whole bottle of water, that's 16 fluid ounces, to the bottom of the pan because it provides moisture, helps keep the turkey moist, and it even helps to cook it with the steam that's going to be created once you put the top on. Okay, so it is 2 hours later, and I let this cook on 425 for 2 hours, but the last 30 minutes of that cooking time, I took off the lid and let it cook out in the open air underneath, of course, in the oven, right? And that is what creates the crustiness on the meat. I told you that my family likes a lot of crust, a lot of, charred meat. They just love it so much. So, you can cook it for less time, a little bit less time if you want to, or you could just leave the top on for the entire time. But this is the way, if you wanted to get it to look just like this, where it's crispy skin and, it looks a little bit charred, then this is exactly what you need to do. Cook it for an hour and a half on 425, and then cook it for an additional 30 minutes with the top off.